The rest of us with children who probably won't make us millions right off the bat. So starting or expanding your family comes with a growing price tag.
Yes, joining us now is local financial pro Jeff Bangerter to share 4 money tips for expecting moms. And Des, I just told you, you're a little late with us.
Yeah. 15 years for me, man. Just 15 years.
Right? And I always say to my kids, you guys are so expensive. But I don't have the numbers. I just base that on mine. So you actually have the numbers. What does it cost?
Yeah, and this was really interesting. We were chatting about the research. I think people really underestimate how much it's going to be, but usually about $20,000 in just the first year.
First year?
Yeah. And then it's about $230,000 from birth to age 18. And as a parent of adult children, I can tell you it doesn't end there.
And does that include everything? The 230?
Not college.
I was going to say, we're not even talking college.
No, no. So college comes next, and you're looking at nationwide, in-state public schools are about $10,000 per year. Private are about $35,000. California, of course, is more.
Sure.
And and parents really have to prepare for that. Now, there are ways that you can do it. You can certainly set up a 529 plan. So it's a college savings plan where the money grows tax-free if you use it for a qualified educational expense.
Okay.
So that's a good idea. Plus, your family and friends can actually contribute to it instead of giving gifts for birthday and Christmas and things.
So the major thing I know when our kids were little, and you're kind of still in it a little bit, is the child care. Is so expensive.
Child care is the most expensive, and people, again, are just not prepared for it. And you have to think about it when you have that new baby, you have to make a decision. Are you both going to keep working? Is one going to stay home? Maybe it changes your career path a little bit. I was chatting about my son and his wife. She actually works from home, which really makes a big difference. And a lot of people, if you have that option, it makes sense to do that. Really, about 70% of all families are spending more than 10% of their income on childcare. So it's very expensive.
Whoa, 10%?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Wow. That's insane.
Yeah.
You spoke about saving for college, but you also mentioned to get insurance.
Yeah, this is really interesting too, and it's one of those things people I think let go, but realistically, when you have people that depend on you financially, you really need to make sure you have life insurance. And I personally know of a lot of personal situations. We've had family members that have passed away young, and it's irresponsible to not have life insurance if you have little kids at home, I think. And so it is complicated. You certainly need to do a little bit of research. You should probably work with a financial professional to help people get started. I do have a life insurance calculator on my website at bangerterfinancial.com. But kind of the basics are 7 to 10 times your annual income in life insurance.
Okay, and kind of on that same track there is having a plan for the future, a will, a trust, that kind of thing.
Yeah, you really do need to have a plan. When you think about, again, as parents with young children at home, what's going to happen if something happens to you? And many of us are under the false assumption that, oh, my parents will take over, and the courts don't always agree with that. So you have to have it in writing. You should have a will or a living trust, whichever is appropriate. Certainly chat with an attorney about that. But I do think that it is important, and you have to review that as things change in your life, as you have more kids or people in your family pass away. And if you really think about who do you want the kids to go to, should something happen to you, you have to have it in writing.
That's true. All right, all good points to know. And you said you've got that financial calculator on your website.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll link it to our website, gooddaysacramento.com. Show info and today's date, always with amazing advice and information.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks, sir. Good to see you.